What is the deal, beautiful people? My name is Ramon.
It is the boy, your boy, Kickstar.
Welcome back to another episode of That is the Lifestyles. Today we are discussing the scum of the earth.
Fuck them, son. Fuck
Scalpers
them.
have yet again ruined the Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays of everyone around the world.
Son, let's call it what it is. Goddamn resellers, man. What did Will Smith on iRobot say? It's the goddamn robots, John.
Yo, it's getting wild crazy out here, fam. So,
and it's funny that I said robots. It's funny.
How so?
It's funny. Carry on, sir, because bots, son. When you think about it, it is bots are the bane of everyone's existence when it comes to just trying to have something to make their life either better or to just enjoy. But let me hear what you got to say.
I'm going to drag us down the road. All the young ladies in high school that didn't want to talk to me. I was like, how you doing? You know, I had the accent. Excuse me. What's your name? Yeah, my name is Ramon, They ain't want to hear that shit. You know why? Because I was a fucking nerd. Nah. Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't got no Nordica bag. You ain't got no strings on your book bag. You know what I'm saying? You out here spending your money on comics and video games. In 2020, everything nerd is now pop culture.
Son, the nerd
taking
has
over,
taken
fam.
over. People still holding hard to the tough guy, in the sport, the athletic person.
We over with that. This is the dawn, the time of the nerd, sir. You understand, son? There's entire genres on my favorite porn outlet of gaming porn, where the girl is doing her thing and the dude comes in like it's time to work. You understand, son? But she gonna put that controller down, son. We are well taken care of. We are well taken care of in today's society. And here it is again. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start going to movie theaters when Avengers 12 or whatever the fuck comes out with another story that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing up to the movie theater with a can of red paint. And anybody in there that don't look like a nerd, I'm throwing that shit in their face. You know how people used to come out with fur? And they'll throw the fucking paint on your fur? Yeah.
They throw the fucking
you don't
oil
Get
and
the fuck
shit
out. Go home and watch your MTV Cribs or whatever the fuck it is you popular people watch. Safeguarding my... But anyway, scalpers have now turned their attention to none other than nerd shit. We're talking gaming. Right? And this shit is wild. So let's can I call them scalpers? Can I call them resellers, botters? Like, what do we call these people?
I can say without a shadow of a doubt they are definitely resellers. I don't know. Whenever you want me to give the people my definition of a reseller, I can. You got any points? Just
let me paint the baseline.
I go, you go.
Resellers, when I started to come across them, because they have always exist, right? eBay was built on this type of shit. But it was kind of different, right? It was kind of like you find little niche things with great margins. So you'll find like a 12 pack of Starbucks cups that you bought for $5 that sells for $15 because somebody can't get them in their neighborhood Starbucks, right? Stupid shit like that.
I'll add something to that. It was somebody, eBay, and much like Craigslist. So you buy a vehicle, you buy something, you buy a car, and you say, all right, well, I'm gonna put some 24-inch rims on my car. And I don't need these fucking 15-inch factories no more. I need to sell them, but I want to sell them. I want to get this off quick, and I don't want to have to deal with the legwork. There's eBay. Because what happens is now on the other end of that eBay account, you have somebody looking for factory 15-inch wheels just to get their car back to whatever. They're taking the rims off and they're putting the factories on. So they're like, I need these so I can give them back to the and that is kind of sort of where it, I believe, in my opinion,
I agree,
where it began. It didn't necessarily start with resellers on eBay because you had to give way to the fakers, the fake sellers. Everything fake. That's a problem selling there too. On eBay. You have fake sneakers, and you had fake rims. Like you think they factory rims and they're replicas.
Fuck around and come try to race me and get got. That was a big thing. Shit's ain't as light as you thought they were.
Whole fucking rim fly off.
So I agree.
You know, so it started there, and then it's like when they were able to weed out a lot of people who would like just selling fake shit, because they were like, nah, B, you out of here. Now it's like they're in Poshmark and places like that. That is now, it's, even though they still sell fakes everywhere, but it's a little bit safer.
So that's kind of where I caught wind of it and was like, oh, that's a cool market, cool. Then aligning myself with your ridiculous Air Jordan 6 collection.
Those are Air Jordan 5s.
No, the rest of your collection is fine. The 6 is just garbage. You got a whole line of them. You got it.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing but boxes back there. That's all I see.
It was crazy to see you struggle with getting the pair of shoes you wanted at retail at launch. That was so strange to me, because I remember when we were younger, all we had to do was walk up to the junction and, yo, Cooley, yo, Corinne, I'll be there. I'm coming for those. Hold those down for me.
Matter of fact, hold those, and I'll pick them up a week later.
Like that was just the way the law of the land, right? Somehow, somewhere went left, and retailers decided that, like everyone else in the world, there was huge margins to be made online. So we took a lot of the exclusivity from brick and mortar stores, and to be honest, in the sneaker world, brick and mortar stores were doing a lot of fuck shit, right? They themselves were marking up shoes a week or 2 weeks before they came out, double, triple the cost. They weren't even supposed to be selling these fucking things, and then you selling them at double, triple the cost 2 weeks before they come out. And
for sneakers, they wouldn't even give you the box. You had to come back for the box.
So they wanted to make sure you don't go fucking resell them. Now, Nike and Adidas later on said, you know what, fuck these guys. Of course we can't cut them off because it's a great source of income for sure, but we'll take our business by and large online. And the minute they did that, motherfuckers figured out, oh, that's what you doing, fam? Introduced to the world bots.
Hey coder Code me up this
for those of you
here.
not in the know, here's how a bot works in a very not technical way.
And disclaimer, I am not a bot or a botter user. So
I got my notes. I just don't feel like going through it. However, I chose not to use my superpowers for evil. However, you will wake up Saturday morning. The landscape is different, right? Which is, I think, is cool, because now kids don't have to worry about getting robbed for their Jordans outside the goddamn Foot Locker on Saturday morning, right? So you wake up Saturday morning, the sneakers are online, and you go, 10 o'clock, here they are, add to cart. And you get your credit card information and you buy your sneakers. Mr. Botman says, I can create a script that will add that item to cart so much faster than a human can do it, which means I can now have 6 and 7 bots or scripts running that can add 6 and 7 different instances to the cart at once, instantly, and check out faster than any human could. So what that means for you over here fumbling with the fucking checkout button to get your credit card in, Mr. Botman does one of two things. either he floods the fucking site with so many requests that only his shit can get through, or he's already purchased the entire fucking inventory before you hit checkout. Mm-hmm. So when you hit checkout, you get this go fuck yourself. We done here, fam. Close shop. Right? And then somewhere along the line, it gets fucking crazy and Nike says, I got something for you, fam. Then here comes this sneaker app. So now it's super random. Now, the only person in the fucking world I know that actually hits sneakers on the Nike app is Tawann.
But they're doing something else to stop bots on because the sneaker app still is bot infested.
Interesting. I didn't know
just
that
when they have.
Oh no, they're not bots. They got rooms full of fucking people in India or some shit with different accounts and devices. I think I saw a video of this.
You have that going on, but in a lot of those other areas, in like certain areas, you don't have access to sneakers. There, in Poland, there is no sneaker app. So this is a first. In other places in the world, there is in Europe. I want to say there is in Africa. There is in China and Japan as well, and there is one in the States, and I don't think there's one sneakers available in Ireland. There's like different pockets of the world where it's a really big thing for sneakers, where the sneakers app is available. So, one of the deterrents that the sneakers app does, and this is a new thing now, and I guarantee you have never heard this anywhere else until I'm saying it now. So what Nike does is, on a release, as soon as the sneaker becomes available, it says sold out. So for
that's a very technical approach. I know where you're going. That's dope.
Right. So when a bot gets on and says, before anybody is available to buy this or purchase this thing, I'm on it and I just bought 50.
They cancel the fuck out of that.
All right. So what it does now is it shows sold out. Off the rip, sold out. So now the bot is saying, holy shit, you beat me? How is it sold out? And the people with the bots are saying, that's insane. How is it sold out immediately? And then the people who are not using bots like myself, it's like, what the fuck is going on? So now, 10 seconds later, because unless you have a new bot that's set for 10 seconds after a release or 9 seconds after a release, they keep changing it up. So a bot will never know when it goes live. That's a good approach. Yeah, So that is how sneakers is doing, or they'll just do a draw and shock drop, because a shock drop you have it. There's no way, because you have to set the bot the time for a release in the app. You can't just say, hey bot, when this comes out, you go after. It doesn't. They need to know when to hit play on the bots. Absolutely.
So all of that is where we are today. Mm-hmm. I want to save the conversation about are these people or are they not the scum of the earth to the back end of where we're going.
Oh, they're the scum of the earth.
I'm sorry. Copy and paste.
But carry on.
That entire years. That's what we just discussed. What would you say? That's 15 years of bullshit?
It's a little less. I'd say maybe 8
years.
More like 8 years. I'd say to make it easy.
So 10 years 10 years of bullshit. Motherfuckers took and recalibrated towards the gaming industry.
Yeah, and they've even perfected.
So here's where we are. NVIDIA comes out with their new 30 series graphics cards, and these graphics cards are for serious gamers, PC master race. This ain't no Xbox, PlayStation shit. This is big boy shit, right? And I'm willing to say that the PC master race is super small compared to the console install base. Because it's a very expensive hobby, right? It's a very niche thing. It's a very complex world. It's a lot of management to get your shit right. So many different ways you can go. So it's by and large been bless you, sir. Bless you like the Yeezys you've got up there on that rack, son.
Right there.
It's a very usually protected world. So we would never have thought in a million years that the new NVIDIA graphics card comes out and you can't get one. Now here's how crazy this goes. NVIDIA themselves comes out with the graphics card, right? And there's two flavors of this, a 3080 and a 3090. We're not, one is $700, one's $1,200. Big boy shit, right? This ain't your daddy's MacBook Performer shit. And then NVIDIA takes the schematics of all the new shit and they sell it to third-party vendors like EVGA, MSI, and they take that default design and make their own cards. So now each of them is coming out with their own 3080, 3090. Everybody across the board gets got. These cards come out and immediately they're sold out. Now, remember my analogy, right? We're not talking sneakers. Sneakers is a dope boy thing. Ain't nobody batting an eye like, yo, the dude over there in the corner with a fucking $1,500 Louis Vuitton bag and some $500 Jordans complaining about not being able to cop a pair of Jordans that he really wanted. Like, fuck him. He's popular. He got money. He get all the girls. Kill yourself. No one's complaining about that. Now it's different. Now the nerds in the corner like, I can't get my graphics card? What the fuck is going on? Right? So the Reddit is going wild. Everyone's just like, yo, these bots are out of control. So now the community's doing shit where they're like, people are buying these $700 cards and selling them for $2,000 on eBay and shit. And people are just like, don't buy it. Don't fucking buy it. Let it sit. There's going to be a resupply coming. Do not support these dudes. Let them sit on that inventory. Yo, one dude had like fucking 20 of these cards. At $700 a pop, one dude had 20. So the community's like, don't buy it. Don't buy it. So they're trying to starve out the resellers, right? And as a reseller, you kind of hurting because you done put out 700 times 15. You got to get these shits off quick to get your money back so you can get back into the next flip. Presumably what would be sneakers. You got to get your ass back over there. So this shit gets wild crazy. The community's like, don't buy it. So they don't buy it. And then another supply drops. What do you think happens? We'll get those two.
Same shit.
But hold on. The console dudes, because this is a big rift in the gaming world, right? You got your traditional console dude, and the console dude is, ladies, you know a console dude because you probably dated him. He's that PlayStation or Xbox 2K guy. He just has to have a PlayStation. He just has to have an Xbox. Or even family people just have to have a Nintendo. That's the console world. They're looking at the PC Master Race like, Master Race my ass, hold that. Right? The new PlayStation drops. What do you think happens? Mr. Botman is in there. The new Xbox drops. What do you think happens? Mr. Botman is in there.
Mr. Botman.
So right now, this is the gaming industry. On the PC side, you got motherfuckers that sold their last graphics card that was a year and a half old to get the new shit. They sold it in anticipation to use that money to buy the new shit. They ain't got no graphics card or they ain't got the new shit. So they just like on Reddit crying.
720p.
Hold that motherboard graphics, son. You got the PlayStation guys like, yo, this is fucking crazy. A PlayStation for $500 is now selling for $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah. Hold up. And then you got the guys who were online on the Best Buy line, and him and his, because it's one per family on the Best Buy line and on all of these lines. Him, his mans, his brother, his cousin, his sister, his
everybody,
father,
his whole phone
his
book,
mother, his uncle,
to buy
online to buy Xbox,
so you're
or
getting
PlayStation, or both. Buying,
nothing.
Son.
You're getting nothing.
You can't even go to the store to buy it. And what the thing is, it's a problem when something is releasing and there's a line to get it. That means, oh no, they hip to it. And if you think you're just going to go out there and purchase something off of the love that you have for your PlayStation 5 and your Xbox Series X and anything, nope.
So this is the landscape of gaming right now. Gamers are, by and large, fucked right now. And it's a very interesting dynamic. Because the thing we hold as sacred over in nerdland, now it's pop culture. Now it's out there. Now everyone's just like, wait, what? And I think about the little guy. I think about the high school kid. By the graces of God, he's able to get this $500 up. And now the bar has been moved.
Just a little bit
you need
higher,
to double that.
reach.
You need to triple that if you really want this fucking PlayStation or this Xbox or this graphics card. I think it's a shitty situation. Now, going back to the conversation we had, and I'm gonna turn this over to you after this. Going back to the conversation we had about these new consoles being released during the pandemic. This just adds extra fucking sadness, extra disgust on top of an already challenging year. And I feel like these consoles still should not have been released this year, because now we're hearing about people crying. And it's crazy because I'm hearing reviewers, I'm hearing YouTube channels, these big outlets talking about how, this is so unfair that in a time where everyone's so beat down and in an economic downturn and a pandemic, people just, it's hard enough to get money up to buy these consoles, and now you can't buy them. Now you got to spend 2 and 3 times. And my point is always going to be like, yo, go fuck yourself. You should be holding that money for rent. You should be holding that money because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to go back into another lockdown because people refuse to wear masks and stay home. And this is what you're worried about? Like, it's not financially responsible. And I will still adhere to your point. Yo, you want what you want. And I'm not counting anybody's dollars. Maybe that $500 wasn't that big a deal. You did it the right way, right? You saved up for it. Then all right, cool. But it's such a shitty situation all around. You get what I'm saying? So how you feeling about that?
I can say I'm pretty much in line with the point that you have. It's a shitty situation. And I'll take it a step further, only to say, contrastingly, to your point about saving. There are people that just have it. Like, there are people who listen. I have a nest egg that I was prepared to dive into should I be in a position where I am furloughed, or I have to not work, or I have to whatever. I am fully prepared in the event that this happens. Or another layer is, well, I didn't go anywhere. I continue to work
that
because
calculus.
I am a, so when these people that aren't affected as heavy as the next by the pandemic, they have children, and it's like and they're going to the stores and they're saying, well, no, little Johnny or little Susie or little Sally, what have you, oh, they're not playing it now, and they're asking, and they're like, oh my God, can I get this new Xbox or PlayStation or what have you? And they're looking at you and they're like, hey, what's up? Can I have this? And you're smiling at them like, no, sir, I want to see those quarterly grades. But kids ain't even in school no more. So what do the grades look like? But we're still attempting to make things better. All right, little Johnny or little Susie, well, your mommy had to spank you a couple of times, and you're just trying to stretch it out until Christmas time comes so you can surprise your kids with that Xbox or what have you under the tree. And now the parents are out there trying to get this on release date because they know, there is no waiting for anything. And then you say, all right, well, even those who say, hey, all right, I there will be another restock of Xbox and PlayStation before Christmas. It's a light one, but they will be. So now that is the one that's going to really be the crusher, because people are going, that's the one you're going to see fights happen. You're going to see, like, if they have one for Black Friday, all the ones online, they're people, that's going to enrage them. So what's going to happen is the bots are going to force people out of their homes on Black Friday in masses. It's like, oh, well, I got it now. Now I have to get this for little Johnny and little Susie. And then they're going to be out there online amongst 10 people buying one apiece for the purpose of reselling.
Sony made the decision to pull out of brick and mortar. So it's online only.
Huge.
I don't know if they pulled it back, but that was what it was last time I checked.
So now let's pretend there's full speed ahead with that, right? So now you got the bots, eating up PlayStation 5s online. You have the bots eating up Xbox online, and then you have people coming out in droves just for the sake of reselling the PlayStation or the Xbox that's available in brick and mortar. But you still have little Johnny, little Susie, and families that are able to purchase an Xbox or PlayStation for their child. That's like, yo, I can't get this PlayStation or Xbox for a child. It becomes the heartbreak because you couldn't get the Nikes or the Jordans that came out last year because the bots ate it up online, but you were just able to get you were able to luck up on that Foot Locker around the corner, just so happened to have little John size. And that happens. But now you can't even get, you missed out on the sneakers and you missed out on the Xbox. There was usually one that would your kid is looking like, so Christmas is over.
Maybe sit in front of his laptop and learn some shit and you can't even deliver the goods.
Son, Christmas is over and done with because Santa Claus. He's wearing a mask. He's not coming out. Every fucking reindeer he has a mask on. And they're in a fucking sleigh in a fucking stable with coronavirus. So now, like I'm being
I got
facetious with it, but this is a real thing. It's a real problem. Resellers are a real problem to real people. And it's you can't complain to a company that says, "Hey, we'll just make more PlayStations." No, nigga, I made 10 million.
Well, first of all, again, that goes back to my point that these consoles weren't ready because one, outside of a pandemic, there's almost never enough of them anyway. And because of the pandemic, there's goddamn near not enough of them, not anywhere near enough of them. So again, I'm putting this back on Microsoft and Sony. Like, you guys should have known better. You should have known better. You should have held on to these things till March, April, June, until you can amass enough of them where this type of shit. This shit is so fucking crazy that people are getting robbed. There's people reselling these things in the UK that's on, like, straight up, like, meet me at the fucking police station. Like, no joke. Meet up at the police station. You want to purchase this. There's a motherfucker out there who had, I think it was like 30 PlayStation 5s. And my man posted on Twitter the picture of all them shits in his background and said, "Fuck your feelings." Yo, son, like, it's really invoking like scumbag behavior.
Yeah, it is.
Son,
yeah, it is.
And the crazy thing is, as someone who's always looking for the golden ticket for me is not a lottery ticket. It's not a come up. It's passive income. It's something that you can do with the hour or two when you get off of work before you go to bed that can generate a little bit of dollars, because the little bit of dollars goes to contributing to your once a year purchase as a gift to yourself. You get what I mean? Like, that to me is the golden ticket. So I kind of see the direction of resellers. And you know this, like, if I can get a hold of some dope sneakers, I'll do it. But, like, I've gotten hold of some great releases, and I'll be like, I think I'm keeping these shits. You know what I mean? Like, there's still some humility in there. And, like, I think there has to be some humility to the entire process. Like, fam, what do you do? Don't do that. I mean, you gonna go out of your way to fuck everybody and get 25 of them, and then post a picture online saying "fuck your feelings," and then sell them for $2,000? Like, oof.
Yeah. Like, I mean, in the scheme of things, like, to say, like, I can buy one for, because I think the lowest I've seen on StockX was maybe like 700. So. Yeah, it's like the closer you get to Christmas, they'll go up. But right now, at effective, it released like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. So effective, let's say the first week and a half after the release date, I think they was anywhere from 750, 730 to about 800, 900. Some people were selling over 1,000, others wasn't. The point that I'm making is, like, I can buy it for 1,000, but why should
Absolutely.
I? You know what I'm saying? Why am I spending 500 over market value for an Xbox One, Xbox Series X?
Don't let Snow hear you.
An Xbox Series X, for like, why am I doing that? Or for PS5? Why am I spending over X amount of money for these devices? Because you're not even authorized to sell it. You're selling it, and you have marked the price up. You know what's going to happen? When it comes to selling something over a certain price, and I'm thinking they're going to start. It's going to be the $500 mark is going to be the cutoff. What's going to happen is people, if you want to resell anything, you must have a vendor's license, like something that would allow you to sell. They're gonna say like StockX and GOAT and anywhere else that sells things Like even it might even stretch to eBay and places like that. I don't think it would do it on Craigslist, but a place like eBay, if you want to sell something that is brand new and unopened and course over, and you're asking over a certain a price for it. Let's say it's an Xbox or a PlayStation that's $500, and you know to get your money, you got to sell it for more, or at least get something. You have to sell it for about $800. They're going to say you need a vendor's license, or you need something that states that you are able to sell to another person because of the cost.
How do you think that was going to stop them, though?
Like if you,
I think they'll just spend the fucking $500, whatever, for the vendor license.
Well, honestly, it could deter. It could be a deterrent only because you have to be 21 in order to be a legal vendor.
The motherfuckers that's doing this, they got the resources to jump over any fucking hurdle.
Yeah, but I think the hurdle will come, and it starts low. It's everyone uses certain tactics to stop certain things from happening, and it starts here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, that didn't work. What can we do? All right, well, you need to have a business license. So ain't nobody going to get a fucking business license. They don't want
people to find them. Look up their address where they hold in the scumbag inventory.
Right. And then you now have to pay taxes on everything that's what's going to get them. That is what's going to get them. You motherfuckers are reselling all of this shit brand new. Oh, I got this. I'm going to sell these off-white Jordans for $2,000. Son, the off-white red Jordans are $4,000, B. The off-white one, the Air Jordan 1 off-white,
how I can get a
Chicago.
pair of those, son.
And it's funny because this will segue us into one of the last topics, but
I'm trying to figure out how I can weasel my way into a pair of those.
Son, they're selling them for $4,000. Who? Son, tax on $8.25, a little more than a quarter. I think it's like $8.27.
That's over retail what they paid for them when they were released. But I mean, the profit's that big that I think they'll still take the chance. So let me ask you. I'm not taking the platforms where people can engage in this fuckface behavior. I'm not letting them off the hook. The StockX's and GOATs of the world. Right. So the fact that the Xbox and PlayStation is even fucking on StockX, says a lot to me.
Yeah.
We're in a different fucking ball game at this point.
Yeah. StockX is the mecca for resellers.
And I'm going to say this, right? I'm not giving a pass to anybody, any of these motherfuckers. I understand, but I'm not giving a pass. I'm putting this on Microsoft and Sony. You guys created this. You're the ones that's creating this frenzy. I'm putting this on I'm putting this on the StockX's and Nike, right on the Nikes. You guys created the platform to allow this. You build it, you release it, they will buy it. You build it, they will come and resell it. And I'm not specifically mad at a motherfucker who sat there for 4 months to figure out how to use these bots because they're not easy. People feel like they're just hitting a button. So they're out there working. They're staring at these screens for fucking 5-6 hours at a time. They're also working. But you guys are enabling this.
Yeah. It's tough. There are a lot of fingers to be pointed, but by and large, how you combat the idea of reselling, short of punching a motherfucker in the face, like my nigga, you get the fuck out of here. All right, you got one, and then you're on you. I literally saw you put it in your fucking car, and now you're back on the line to buy something else. Nah, B,
Agreed.
get
They
the
also
fuck out
got,
of here.
yeah, I'm with you.
Short, right? So you're a reseller. Like it's. I can't punch you through the computer. Sorry.
Yeah.
And this is where a lot of people comfort zone is. Instagram people who talk crazy, YouTube people that talk crazy, Twitter people that talk crazy. Their comfort zone is where they are,
ambiguity.
where they're talking.
Oh,
however,
I'm sorry, it's behind
with
anonymous motherfuckers.
Anonymous motherfuckers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But until you gotta go out there on foot, now I'm staring you in your face, and I'm like, listen, because I'm listen. If I don't have a kid, but the minute I have that comes to fruition, and I'm sitting on a fucking line trying to cop something for my child, and I see you I don't care how old or how young you are, I see you go. And I'm like, hold up, my nigga, you back on the line? Yeah, I gotta get this, and this is what we gonna do. You gonna get off this line, or somebody gonna carry you off this line?
Fair enough.
But you getting off this line. That's how. But why does it have to? I know I'm stammering, but why does it have to?
This has never not been a thing, right? You look at that. Welcome to fucking capitalism, fam.
I was just
this
about
ain't
to
never
say
not
that. Fucking
existed, right? And to be honest, because of a different venture in my life, I happen to know that there's a shortage on appliances because of Corona. At one point, the Best Buy guy was like, "Yeah, we only got 2 fridges on the East Coast." And I'm willing to bet
that's insane.
If motherfuckers knew that appliances was that scarce, they would have went in Best Buy and Home Depot and bought every fucking stove and fridge they could find. And here we go again.
Think about it. Think about out of town how many places are building up these homes that need
and
refrigerators.
You want a fridge? I got that.
Stoves.
Let me get that $6,000. You got money. You just bought a house. Let me get that $6,000.
Yeah.
Like
$3,000.
I don't
for this
see
fridge. Suck my fucking.
I don't see an end to this. And the intriguing part of it is now is not the fucking time to be dealing with this. It's such a distraction. And it's such a added weight to an entirely overweighted fucking situation in this world that it's just like, fucking wow, this is what we're doing right now? Really? And there were so many chances for humans involved to pull it back. At any chance, Microsoft should have been like, yo, we're not doing this right now. Sony could have been like, we're not doing this. Nvidia could have said, now's not the time. Y'all all got 20 series cars. These 30 series cars can wait. Nike's like, why the fuck are we releasing another pair of ones? Where the fuck are people going? You shouldn't be going anywhere, so we're not selling shoes for you to put on to show out.
Who's building computers during the pandemic?
At any given time, there were so many different stop gaps that could have actually stopped this.
Yeah.
That I'm not willing to only look at the resellers like the scum of the earth, although I believe that they can be, but it's not only them. And people are looking at them. They are not the issue. They are part of the issue. There's a lot more blame to go around. But I thought it was interesting. I thought it's something we should definitely talk about.
Definitely. Fuck these resellers, man. Yo, I got a pair of fucking Yeezy Quantums. I'm selling for like $400 up there. I'll let you know 50. If you want them. What? Yeah, man. Fuck out of here, this reseller shit. Like, yo, bro, I've literally, I can tell you, I've sold a lot of my sneakers. And I'd say it over the last year and a half, only for space purposes, because I probably couldn't even get half of what I had half of this on these racks without totally racking out the entire fucking room. So, I am not like I've sold sneakers that were damn near brand new.
Yeah, but you're in it for a different. You're moving and shaking as a collector. That's okay. And what I will say about I've never seen you commit to a pair of sneakers because of the hype. I've seen you pass some very hype shit because you just didn't fuck with them, even though you could have gotten them. Like,
right. Yeah, like there are dunks. Like there's dunks. Like take for instance the what are these fucking dunks? The Ben and Jerry. So the Ben and Jerry dunks. Listen, they're nice to look at, but I can't see myself buying and wearing them. Son, to wear Ben and Jerry dunks on your feet, that's insane. For a collector, now I would love to buy a pair of Ben and Jerry dunks and admire like the detail to them. Admire the fact that wow, it's just what they did, the box that it comes in, well, the special box, just all of that in hindsight. If I were able to get my hand, if I was able to purchase them, there would be a collector's piece. So if I decided here years down the line where I don't give a shit no longer about sneakers like that, I would probably sell them, and I would probably raise the price, but I wouldn't sell them over $1,000. I would sell. They were 160, 50, if that, 140, 120. I can't remember the price. Yeah, normal dunks are about $100 a pair.
Thank you, Travis fucking Scott.
I would sell them for I'd sell them for $500. It's not unattainable, and my personal friends probably wouldn't have to spend that much. But these motherfuckers want now $1,500 for them. That's son.
Come on,
motherfucker, look at you with this fucking 50 shit.
A long way, fam.
Son, I ain't got the sneakers though.
What you got up there though? You got something for 50 though. You got something back there for 50.
I don't know. I got yo, man. Is it sneaker hour yet? Can we talk about
we're about to kick it in.
We'll wait, and I'll show you what I got.
We'll clip this here. The episode is coming. It will be sneaker hours shortly.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but yes, I think it's interesting. Son. We would love to hear your thoughts. There's so many different perspectives on this, and I think based on who you are and how you move, you could very well land in such a peculiar part of this conversation, which I think is the interesting part of it, right? Like not everyone's on the same side of this conversation.
Right. There are sneaker people who capitalize and capitalize on buying these sneakers in bulk just for the sake of reselling. And listen, I don't like them, but that don't mean I never sit and have a conversation. I would not sit and have a conversation with them. I want to hear what your perspective is on it. And I'm certain that they will present a valid reason for why it is they do what they do. And I'm never that mad to feel like, oh, fuck you, I don't give a shit what your reason is. Nah. Because everyone has a reason. Even if you just want to say, hey, I'm a sneaker reseller. Yeah,
that's how I put food on the sneakers. Table. Fuck, you gonna argue that?
Yeah, I don't work. I don't have a 9-to-5 like you, Mr. Correction Officer. We haven't crossed that water yet on this channel, this
There's
podcast.
There's some changes
whatever.
In life.
Yeah, man.
Guys
break out give me the weed, good ganja weed.
You guys know
Yeah,
where
man.
to find
Yo.
these episodes: iTunes, Spotify, your favorite
Goddamn
DSPs,
Hell
lifestylesdefined.com
yeah.
/podcasts. They'll also be up on YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube gang. We in there.
Gang.
My name is Ramon.
It is your boy Tawann, aka the Kicks God. We out of
Peace.
here. Peace.